Welcome to WinSouls TV. This is your host, Jeff Thomas. And I'm going to just sprinkle a little bit of love on you guys today. You want some love? Everybody needs a little love. So the topic of today has everything to do with dancing with temptation. Now I'm going to tell you guys a little story because everybody is so engaged when they hear stories. And I'm pretty sure that a lot of you guys, have been in these specific places, but I like to be vulnerable on this channel simply because, concerning growth with the Lord, it's a journey, it's an adventure, and you can't grow if you don't necessarily have a beginning or if you're not honest about that beginning. You know what I mean? So anyway, I had just started reading the Word, and I'm slowly but surely getting in there, and my thing was sex and women, so that was my biggest temptation. But during this time, while I was reading the Word, I was really just focused on the Lord. Well, I started going to the gym and preparing for my first bodybuilding competition, and so my body started changing, and so that was causing a little bit of attention. And with that, I would kind of hang out with women that I felt like I could possibly date, and so we may go out to eat, or we may go here or go there. And the thing is that I felt like, okay, man, I'm really getting strong in the Lord. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I'm not having sex. I'm strong. I'm strong in the Lord. So it doesn't even matter. I can go over her house and watch a movie. I can go over her house and we can cook together and have a good time and, not even be tempted. Okay, let me tell you something. If you know that has been an area of trouble for you in the past, you have to put barriers up so that won't necessarily be the case in the future. Now, self-control is, practicing self-control, that's a great thing, this, that, and the other. But running away and fleeing a situation is even better if you know that you are going to be put in a position to be tempted, or put in a position to even be tempted to lust, or, and it doesn't even have to be a woman. You can lust after materialistic things, cars, houses, all of those types of things, right? So, I say all of that to say this. So in Judges 16:4-30. We have Samson, he's strong, all of this stuff. The Lord would let us know that, his strength lies in his hair. The Lord had anointed him to take care of the Philistines, this, that, and the other, to be a leader in his environment. Big, strong dude, just don't cut his hair, right? Well, he was dancing with temptation. He has this lady over here, Delilah, that is, she's put in a compromising position to find out, where does his strength really lie? His strength really lies in the Lord. But what I'm saying is, where does that strength lie? Like, how can we find a way or an opening to take away that strength so that us as the Philistines can beat up on him a little bit, or take away that the head of the snake, so to speak? Well, Delilah keeps poking. Delilah keeps prodding, and Samson's just kind of dancing with the temptation, dancing with the fact that, well, if you tie me 7 times with these types of ropes, then guess what? I won't be strong anymore. Okay, well, and lo and behold, he goes to sleep, wakes back up, and he's tied in the ropes that he literally was being, that he told the girl about. So that should tell you something. You see what I'm saying? Or in us in the present time, or using my situation, if I'm getting around this girl and I'm starting to think about lustful desires or having a strong, fiery if I begin to burn with passion, okay, then that's a cue. That's letting you know I got to get up out of here like Joseph. You know what I'm saying? Genesis 39:12, when Potiphar's wife was trying to get him to sleep with her, I got to get up out of there. You see what I'm saying? So putting yourself in those compromising situations and not putting up those barriers in situations where you know that you've been tempted in the past, even though it may not be a situation that you haven't been in lately, it doesn't mean that you won't be tempted in that situation now. And so let's not open the door or even crack the door for Satan to even come into our lives. So dancing with temptation is a very dangerous game. A very dangerous game, and it is setting yourself up for failure. You are sabotaging yourself, and you are opening the door for Satan to intervene in your life when you dance with temptation. You guys be blessed, and please put up healthy barriers and stay within the bounds of the things of the Lord, because I'm telling you, it is very easy for you to, fall off of the path slightly. And then before you know it, you'll be making justifications. Oh, well, you know what? I'm just going to do it this one time. You do it this one time, whatever that thing is. And guess what? You may not get back on that path that the Lord has set for you until 2 years later. 2 years later. How do I know? Believe me, because I have been there. I have been there. You give Satan just this much, and trust me, before you know it, he done busted that door wide open. The door is wide open. So please, don't even play with it. Don't even play with it. You guys be blessed.